Hi friends, welcome to Circle Time. We've got a letter of the week that is new for us this year, and the letter is behind me. It's the first picture on our schedule board. The letter is T. So this is our plan for today, and we'll read it left to right, and when we're done with something, I'm going to take it off, so you'll be able to help keep track of where we are in Circle Time. But I will not ever take off the T card, because that T is going to be the letter all week, so I'll leave that one up. But when I'm done with other things, I'll take them off. So the first thing for today is ringing the bell. It is still March. The color is still green, which means the bell is still green. So little friends, when you hear the bell ring, I will start circle time. Circle time, circle time. Now we will start circle time. Look at the breath card. Do you see the picture I added? So this spiral breath symbol is the same, but I put a picture of something else there. If you're looking and can see, you might notice and agree that it is a tree. So I put a tree there because that's the kind of breath we're doing today. A tree has a trunk, a round trunk, and then from the trunk grow the branches. So our breath today will be the inhale, the breath that you take in will be a circle like a trunk. So you'll make a circle with hands or with your body somehow, or think about a circle, and we'll breathe in. And then when we breathe out, we'll make branches. However you want your body to make the branches, or however you want to think about branches going wide, we breathe out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm stretching so wide. You maybe can't even see my fingertips, but I'm making them go so wide. Last time. Breathe in. Make your branches, breathe out. Stretch, 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 stretch. And we're starting our day. We have our letter T, and we have two golden letter friends. We're going to sing the letter of the week song for two friends. One name is written longer than the other. One name has more letters than the other. One name has only one letter. We have two friends that have the letter T for their name. We have Theo and T. The whole name is the letter T. The whole name are the letters T-H-E-O. So I've got them right here. This is T, and this is Theo. So when we sing today, we'll sing T is for T. Do you understand how that makes sense? Because his name is T. And then we'll sing T is for Theo. And maybe that makes sense because his name is Theo. And we'll sing them back and forth like a pattern, like an A-B pattern. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And here we go. The letter of the week is T. The letter of the week is T. T is for T. T is for Theo. T is for T. T is for Theo. The letter of the week is T. I'm so glad you friends were named what you were named so we could sing for you today. And look, they're going to just stay right here. And I know that I took down the golden letter song card because we're done with it, but I think I'm going to put it next to them, or maybe I can tape it on right by them. So then it can be like, oh yeah, they're here because they're the golden letter friends. They're going to be right here. Oh boy, paper, paper. They're going to be right there because they're the golden letter friends. So I'll use a little bit of tape and I'll get it up there. So we know that we're done with this, right? But we also know that they're the golden letter friends. We finished that top row. I don't go down this way because I'm doing it like I'm reading a book left to right. So I started here and I moved this way and now I go back over here. Oh, someone has a birthday. Their birthday is on March 24. Their birthday is here. There's a friend named Maddux. And I know about Maddux that he has a special shirt for his birthday that he's already been wearing a lot because he knew that his birthday was coming in March. And here he is. So we get to sing for Maddux, the birthday friend. I'm so glad you were born. And we're going to sing for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maddux. Happy birthday to you. He's the birthday friend. Happy birthday, Maddux. And look, I'm going to do the same thing that I did with our golden letter friends. I'll save this by him so that we can have a clue. Oh, yeah, that's why they're there. They were the golden letter friends and the birthday friend. So Maddux's birthday is now, and there's something else that's now. It turned to be spring. Maybe not the weather. Like maybe it's still cold where you are. Maybe there aren't leaves on trees where you are. Maybe there aren't those signs of spring. But it is spring by the calendar. So when we look through our picture books today, we're going to take a picture walk. And I'm going to show you 5, that's what that number is, 5 books of people who are experiencing trees in the spring. There's a book that is true about our world 1 year ago, right before it turned to be spring. Everybody was outside. That's like how it was about 1 year ago. Everybody who was outside, watch what happens, went inside. Everybody who was outside went inside. This is about COVID-19, the virus, the pandemic. This is about the time when we found out, oh no, there is a virus, that we don't have a way to help keep people from getting sick. So we made the plan for everyone to go inside so that we weren't passing the germs around. Everybody who was outside went inside. But do you notice the trees? It was almost spring when this book was talking about, and the trees were starting to get leaves in this place. The trees didn't change. The virus wasn't about the trees. So a year ago, the trees were changing for spring no matter what we were doing. That's from the book Outside Inside. Okay, I have another one of a family experiencing trees. This family is going on what they're calling a bear hunt. It's not a real hunt like going to shoot to get animal meat. It's like going on a walk, and there's one part where they have to go through a forest, and they say, uh-oh, a forest, a big dark forest. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh, no, we have to go through it. But this is a special book. It's a pop-up book. Look what happens. Oh, it's a pop-up book, so the papers come off. And the words say, stumble, trip, stumble, trip, stumble, trip. They're in the forest. The forest means lots of trees together. Oh, that family is in there. We're going on a bear hunt. Okay, I have another one. These is a big group of children who are playing a game, and I can tell it's spring because there are tiny little green leaves on some branches, And there are pink flowers on other branches. Look, they're around the trunks of those trees. Just like when we did our trunk breath. They're hiding behind these round trees. Look at this little friend. She's hiding behind that tree. That's this book about. Oh, what a busy day. All right, 2 more books. This is the book you might recognize right away from the illustration, from the drawing. This is about Sophie. When Sophie got very angry, very, very angry, and she was roaring and growling, and she felt like a volcano about to explode. And so she had the plan with her family. She was allowed to go to their yard, go outside by herself. And in their yard is the old beech tree that she climbs as a way to take care of herself and calm her body and get regulated. That tree, this is spring. The tiny green leaves on there. That's this book. When Sophie gets angry, really, really angry. Oh, she's got an angry face. Her eyebrows going down. And her mouth scowling. She knew what to do about it. Okay, the last book I want to show you is of a family that loves trees so much. They aren't outside, but with their trees. In this picture, look. They love trees so much, they have tree designs on their blankets, and they're reading a book about a tree. That's how much they love trees. Do you know what kind of tree is in their book they're reading? If you're not looking or can't see it, I'll tell you. It's a tall tree with green leaves and little red circle shapes on it. What could that be? That's the book, Happy in Our Skin. It even has trees on the cover. So all of these trees in different parts of the world are there no matter what the season is, and they often will change in spring. So our alphabet project today is a tree. I've already opened my bag and I already took off the little sticker that was on my bag to show that that's what we're making today. And it might seem kind of backwards what we do today. Usually we make the letter shape first and then we add things to it to turn it into something else. But today is not going to be like that. Today we have to put something else on first. So I have my brown bag. I already opened it up. That's where I ripped off the sticker and opened it. So then I'm going to close this up, tape it up here so that I can do it for you to be able to see what I'm doing. And I've got my glue stick. And in that bag, the paper pieces, there were only 3 of them. There's this little green blobby blob. There is a long brown rectangle strip, and there is a short brown rectangle strip. And that's all I need. And here's what's different. I'm not going to make the letter T first. I'm not going to do that first. I'm going to put something else on first. Also, take note of this. I'm not going to make the capital T, the big T, the uppercase T. I'm not going to make that one. I'm going to make the lowercase t, the little t. That looks a little bit like a cross or a plus sign. That's the shape we're making. After we put something else on. This blobby blob gets to go first. And it's kind of a big shape. Since I'm using my glue stick today, I'm going to put quite a bit of glue on it. Not just in one spot. Like, I'm not going to just keep rubbing in one spot. If you already have glue on one spot, you don't have to put more there. You can put more glue in new spots. So I'm going to put some down there. I'm going to put some over here. I'm going to put some up here. Do I go back in the middle and put more? No, I don't need to. I put it where there isn't glue yet. And this purple glue really lets me see where it was. That's a lot of glue. Magic trick. And here's where I put it. Not at the bottom, not even in the middle, way at the top. Press it, press it, press it, press it, press it. That's what has to go on first. And here's why. We're going to make the lowercase t be like the branches and the trunk. So the next one I need is the trunk, the long brown rectangle strip. And I'm putting the glue on right on my table. And then look, I got my glue on there. And now I don't put it under this. I put it on top. So you can see the trunk and the leaves are around it. That's realistic. If you look at a real tree, sometimes you can still see the branches and the leaves. The leaves don't always hide the branches. You can still see the branches sometimes, and that's what we're doing. So now it's time for my little rectangle, and I get the glue on it. Gluey glue glue. And then watch. It's not an uppercase T. It's not the big T. It's a lowercase t. But I'm not going to put my branches way down here. I'm going to put it up here so that, look, it's like this is the tree and these are the branches and the leaves, like somebody who's climbing a tree would climb, 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 climb. Oh, good, I got up to a branch. Then they can climb and sit up here and they're in the leaves. That's how I made this tree. So I could still see the lowercase t and I know that it's my tree. It feels really smooth. And it kind of feels the same. If I closed my eyes to touch it, like I can tell where the edges are, but it all feels like paper. This paper, this part feels a little more slippery than this. But these feel the same. All I feel are the bumps. I was using my hands and my sense of touch. I was touching it. That's what we're going to be talking about now. Touching things. Look what else was in my bag. If my eyes are closed or if I look away and I just touch it, I can really feel the different parts. If you told me there's a little metal ring on there, Miss Kristen, try to find it by touching it. Oh, easy for me. I found it right here. That metal ring is there because it's to go on this special rainbow string so that I can wear this. And do you know what that circle is from? It's from a real tree. Someone bought these for us. And then somebody bought us these special rainbow strings. And then look, I open up that little hook. When I was little, I don't think I could have done this by myself. I've had a lot of practice now because of being an older grown-up. But if I needed help, someone could help me. So I could wear a tree, like a joke necklace almost. Oh, I like your necklace. What is it? It's a tree. It is. It has the bumpy bark on the edge. Oh, look, some of my bark can come off. That is real tree bark right there. The bumpy part of a tree. So if you can feel yours, the edge feels bumpier. Oh yeah, than the middle. I'm touching that and it really, I can feel the way that feels the same and the different from itself. Look at these. These are from my house. This is part of a real tree. This real tree did not look like this for very long. It used to have nothing but a brown branch, but now look. Oh, tiny leaves are coming. These leaves will get bigger. Look at this one. There are no leaves on it, but there's something else on it. This is from an apricot tree. These flowers are coming first and the leaves will come next. But first, this tree gets full of the flowers, just like one of those books I showed you that were pink in the background. That's what this is like. And they do have a smell. You could pretend to smell it. Pretend you like how it smells. I can feel that. Even with my eyes closed, I could tell what part I'm touching. I'm being very careful. I want to show you this. 2 cards at a time is what I want to show you now. Because we were just talking about touching those things to be able to tell what they were, to be able to tell what part of the tree was. If you're ever by a big tree and you touch the trunk, it will probably feel bumpy or scratchy. And then if you ever get to touch the leaves, they'll probably feel smoother or softer. That's what we were talking about, touching it, using your hands for that. Well, our alphabet action today is this word. It's tickle. You can use your hands for tickling. Tickle, which we are going to do that. But I first have to talk to you about this other part. Consent talk. Because here's the thing about tickling. If I go up to somebody and I tickle them, tickle them, tickle them, tickle them, you know what they might do? Laugh or giggle because it tickles. But then here's what can happen. If they do this, that means stop doing it. If they do 2 hands, that means for real. Oh, please stop. I wish you already had stopped. If someone is tickling you and you don't want them to tickle you, they are supposed to stop. Just like other things, if they're touching your body and you don't want them to, and you put your hand up like stop, or you say no, or you say stop, they're supposed to stop. That's the plan for humans. So when we talk about our tickle, 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 tickle action, and we're doing that during preschool, we make the plan of it is not about tickling somebody else. There isn't time to ask, to stop and say, do you want to be tickled? Do you want to be tickled? We don't even do that. We tickle ourselves if you want it. If you don't want to tickle yourself, you can pretend to tickle yourself. That keeps your own body safe. That keeps the people around you safe. Now, if there are times where you do like to tickle with people because it's funny and it feels nice and it's silly to do together, here's what remember. Maybe you go up to a friend and you say, here, I'll use some new friends. Maybe you go up to your friend and you say, hi, do you want me to tickle you? And this friend says, yes, I do. Please tickle me. So this friend is tickle, 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 tickle. And then this friend says, no, don't tickle me. This friend should stop. And this friend might say, but you wanted me to tickle you. You said yes. So should they keep tickling them? No, they shouldn't. This person changed their mind. They thought they wanted to be tickled and they liked it. And then they said, I don't want to be tickled anymore. So no matter what they say first, if anyone ever says stop, then you stop. Even if you're disappointed. Even if you wish you could keep going and keep tickling them, if they don't want you to, you have to stop. So you can help tell bigger people about that. Older kids, grown-ups, if they don't know that and hadn't learned that yet, you can be part of the helpers to help teach that. So when we talked about touching and when to touch things and when not to touch things, now we're ready for the tickle action. And it's about doing it to yourself. And I am going to tickle myself and see if I can make myself laugh about it when we get to T. So here we go. Add, bow, crunch, dance, exercise, fish, glide, hum. Itch, juggle, kiss, lay, blast off like May, nibble, oh, paint, quick, whisper, now we're ready for swim. And now, sometimes when you've done some hard playing work or you've done some hard climbing work, if you're ever climbing on things and it's a real tree or you're pretending it's a tree, you might be kind of hungry. So our snack time talk today is about this snack. Do you know what this is? It's a green package with a lid. It's squishy. There are some pictures on the front of apples. Do you know where apples are from? Do you remember what was in that book of that family who was in their house and they had the tree blanket and they were reading a book about a tree with little red circles on it? Apple tree. Apples grow on trees in the orchards. And so if I wanted to eat a tree snack today, applesauce would be a clever tree snack. I would be eating something made from something that grew on a tree. And that matches our goodbye poem. So first of all, what used to be on there always was the sun. But look what I put on top of the sun today. I put an apple tree on there. So our goodbye poem today is going to be about I had to put my glue stick lid on. If you didn't put your glue stick lid on, you could do it too. So it doesn't get dried out. Our goodbye poem today will be going around the trunk of the apple tree and then climbing up higher and higher, pretending your arm is the tree. So we go like this. Round and round the tree trunk, 1, 2, 3. Higher, higher, up the tree. Make your branches. Again. Round and round the tree trunk, 1, 2, 3. Higher, higher, climb the tree. Oh, sweethearts, I'm going to show you this hard worker. We talked about things that make you hard workers today. Taking care of yourself, telling people to stop doing things, telling people no. That can be hard work. It takes a lot of bravery. It takes a lot of knowing what you like and don't like. That's hard work. We also talked about some hard work because if you ever get a chance to climb on a tree, that is hard work. You've got to use a lot of muscles to get your body to move around that tree. That is hard work. So I'm celebrating you as hard workers today when we wish each other well. It's the last thing. We're keeping this up there. We finished all of these and we're ready to wish you well. So, sweetie pies, I know we're not together today in the same room, but we're together because we're doing circle time together. We wish you well. We hope you have a wonderful day. So, everybody, we wish you well. We wish you well. We wish you well. All through the day today, we wish you well again. We wish you well. We wish you well. All through the day today, we wish you well. Oh, my sweethearts. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Bye, everybody.